Annie. We're beginning in child's pose. In your child's pose, you're just going to lift part way up and slide the left arm underneath the right. So thread the needle in child's pose. It's a gentle twist. It can be as simple or as dramatic as you want. You can even possibly take that right arm up towards the ceiling to get a little bit more, or it can stay on the floor and just breathe into the back of the shoulder, the ribs, the waist, the hips. And then you'll just come back to center, stretching both arms out in front and switching sides. Take the right arm under, gentle twist to the other side. You can stay, you can press into the back of the right arm, you can open the left arm towards the ceiling. I like to give possibilities and opportunities, but really I want you listening to your body. Take another breath, just exploring a little bit. Then come back to center, stretch your arms out, child's pose. And then rise up to tabletop and come into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift the hips up, pelvis towards the ceiling. Jackets are coming off. Good. You can pedal it out right here, bending one knee at a time or moving the hips side to side. Or you can just be right here in stillness. Maybe just finding your breath. I love hearing the cracks and the sounds of a body just waking up. And the floor too. Floor makes the sounds too. Good, stay here, a few more breaths. If you're sliding, you can adjust, your mat or the distance between your hands and your feet, or you can work the core a bit here by pulling the hands towards the feet. There's like a little sense of pulling into center. Good, take one more breath. Breathe all the way in and all the way out. And then go ahead and bring your feet to your hands. It can be a walk, hop, or tiptoe up your mat, coming into ragdoll forward fold. So ragdoll, feet about hip width or wider. You can hold the elbows. Maybe shake your head, yes or no. Checking in with your feet, right? Getting grounded through the feet, the four corners of the feet, rooting to the earth. And present. Presence yourself right here. Maybe it's something you see or hear or feel or notice or experiencing. They're all access to the present moment. Let your hands fall gently to the earth right here, or a block if you have, and then you'll bend the left knee and straighten the right leg, and then twist open to the right again. Right arm comes up towards the sky. And then you'll just switch. We're going to do that 3 times each side. So straighten the left and the right, twist to the left. And you can go at your own pace and keep moving side to side. If you want to pause on one side and hang out, you can, or roll the wrist around, or just keep switching side to side. And then whenever you're done, take your time. I play a whole other side to do 3 on each, and then come back to ragdoll. And explore the difference, if there's anything shifted. Take a nice deep breath. Hold a little deeper, sway the hips towards the toes slightly. Good, release the hands to the mat, and then bring the feet together or hip width, up to you. Hands to the hips, look forward, rise all the way up to stand. Extended mountain reach, and bring your hands down to your heart. And then close your eyes here for a moment. And set an intention, or just notice your breath, or maybe why are you here today? Just check in. And allow your eyes to softly open. We'll move through some sun salutations. So arms down, shoulders back, and inhale, go ahead and reach up high. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift.
And then high plank to low plank, and you'll find your way. It can be with the knees or not. Upward dog or cobra. And then press back to downward facing dog. Good, breathe. Take 3 breaths. Take one more full breath in. Exhale completely, look to your hands and walk or hop forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step or hop back, high plank, low plank. Bend the elbows towards 90 degrees, upward dog or cobra. Easy back bend, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Be very mindful of how you're moving, which foot you're stepping forward or back with. Just mindful, present, each breath, each moment. Exhale completely. Look forward, bring your feet to your hands. It can be a walk or a hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. High to low plank. It can be hop or a step or a walk to the back. Upward dog or cobra, or it could be cow and cat. Downward facing dog, warming up the body. Just moving, like moving with intention. Moving with love. Exhale, press your air all the way out. Look forward, bend the knees, step or hop forward to the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time through extended mountain. Really root down, rise up, maybe even a hint of a back bend at the top. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees as much as you need. Halfway lift, lengthen, inhale. High to low plank, exhale. Upward facing dog, nice Mackenzie. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet to the edges of your mat here. Take your hips side to side, just a little movement through the pelvis. And then let the heels go all the way over to the left, just twisting to the left right there. Stay with the palms on the earth, or you can shift forward into a side plank, modified, feet wide, right arm goes up to the sky. Yeah, so it's like a little twist in the lower body, open through the upper body, and then hands back down, press back, downward facing dog, and then heels can pivot side to side a little bit. And then when you feel ready, they'll pivot to the right and either stay or shift forward and open to the left. Yeah, press the right hip up a little bit higher, good, and then come back, downward facing dog, hips go back, walk your hands to your feet. Walk to the back of the mat, hands to the feet. Interlace your hands at your sacrum, your low back. A little stretch of the shoulders right here. Drop the weight of the head. Good. This is another spot if you want. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, and give a little twist through that upper body to one side. And then bend the knees, shift to the other side, open to the other. You don't have to, it's an option. And come back to center. Gently release the hands and start to walk forward again. Downward facing dog. I'm going to take a huge breath in, empty out. Look forward and step, hop, or tiptoe to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Everyone's favorite, chair pose. Good. Actually, bring your weight to your heels a little bit more so the toes are light. Yeah, good. You can even lift and spread the 10 toes. Pull the pit of the belly in and up, lengthen the sides of the body. See if the shoulders can go back more and soften the inner shoulders. They don't have to pull down, just soft. Maybe you imagine you're holding a beach ball, so there's an ease to the upper body, or you can reach higher and even touch the palms to get a little more intensity. Good, sit deeper, a couple inches deeper, but lift the heart higher. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Good, Lanny, halfway lift, breathe in. Vinyasa, high plank to low. It can be a hop step, it can be using the knees, upward dog, Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right hand for warrior one. The left foot will spin flat. Inhale, you come on up. Come this way. I heard a warrior face me. There you go. I know there's lots of warriors. So bend the right knee a little bit deeper. You can adjust the back foot. It can be in towards that 45-degree angle, or it could be out to 90-degree. Way. Try to get the outer edge of the back foot to the ground if you can. And if the heel needs to lift, that's fine. Sit deeper, reach higher, full breath in, and then hands to the mat, high plank to low plank, or skip that if that's better in your body. Upward dog, downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior one. I tend to always kind of peek at my feet before I even come up. It's part of that getting present to where you are in space and present to how you're showing up. Less important how it looks, more important how it feels. I have a story about that. So this was my parents' anniversary week, 53 years married, 61 years together, and I made the cake. And I frosted it before it was cool, and everything slid, and it was this disaster. And my dad opened it up and he said, it's beautiful. That anything made with love is perfect. And I was like yoga, anything done with intention and love is perfect. Go deeper, lift higher, and then flow high to low plank. Move through vinyasa. And I told my kids that day, I said, this is the best way to assure they'll never ask me to make a cake again, ever.
Except it probably tasted amazing.
It was really good. It was just, oh, it was funny. My daughter actually baked it. I put it together and it was a mess, but it was yes, it was a lovely night. Good, take a huge breath in, empty it all the way out, like clearing from inside, and then look forward and step or hop to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll flow with breath. Bend your knees, sit low, reach high, chair, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. High to low push up, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, moving with love, right? Right foot forward, warrior one. Plant the feet, check where you are, reach up high. Hands to the mat, high to low plank. It's that movement with breath, upward dog, downward dog, left foot forward. It's okay if you're at your own, moving at your own pace. Inhale, high to low plank, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. So this part of the practice is intended to kind of shake loose rigidity, letting go of trying hard, like really allow yourself to try easy here. Take one more breath in, breathe out, look forward, step or hop to the hands. Lift, halfway inhale, lengthen and extend. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, sit low, reach high, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, push down to rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Big step, root down, rise up. High to low plank. Getting that heart rate up a little, upward facing. Downward facing. Left foot to left hand, warrior one. Take aim, root down, rise up. High to low plank, nice, Erin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good, listen carefully. You're gonna take your left leg to the sky. Good, bring your knee to your nose. Curl it and hold. Good, left leg to the sky. Bring your left knee to your left tricep, way up high. Left leg to the sky. Bring it to the right tricep and hold, and then go left to right. Left to right, left to right. One more time, left to right. Now set the left knee to the ground. Step the right foot forward. Tuck the left toes, lift up crescent lunge. Good job. Do that opening all along that left side. Good. Bring your hands to your heart and twist to the right. You hook the left elbow to that right knee, press the palms together. Bring more, good, Brianna, more energy in that left leg. I was just gonna say, if you can lift the torso away from the front thigh slightly, slow down the breath. Good, warrior two, come all the way up and around, facing the opposite side of the room. Bend the right knee, sit low. Extend the arms from the center of the chest. And then tip to the right. You can set the right forearm to the right thigh, or hand to the floor, or water bottle, or walk. Keep the left arm more to the ceiling here instead of overhead. Try opening to the shoulder. So you're actually rotating from the rib cage. Right lung under, left lung back. So it's an open twist. And then if you'd like to wrap the left arm behind the back, you can. Maybe the right arm goes under the right thigh to clasp, to bind, or you can hold on to that left right thigh with the left hand. Good, and rotating, right lung under, left lung back, big breath in, and then hands to the mat, step back, high plank, low plank, or skip that. If you need to skip it, it's fine. Upward dog, downward facing dog, right leg to the sky. Good, exhale the knee to the nose, curling in, come forward more to the fingers. Take the right leg to the sky. Good, right knee to right tricep or armpit, way up high touch. Yes, right leg to the sky, good touch, a great suggestion. Right knee to left tricep. If you need that back knee on the ground, you can do that. Now go right to left, side to side, like a windshield wiper. Good, Deanna, come forward more. Nice, Mackenzie, just like that. And really, for two, one more. And then set the knee down, step the left foot forward, tuck the right toes under and rise up to crescent lunge. So now you get to open that whole right side, hip flexors, psoas. So bring the hands to the heart and twist to the left. Hook your right elbow to that left leg. Nice, Lanny. And there's possibility with that back leg. You could press the heel back, or I like to press that right heel forward. I get a little more access to the twist that way. Yes, Jennifer, just like that. Squeeze the left side of the rib cage, left obliques. Yes, and then warrior two, coming up and around, opening it up. Check in with your stance, like where am I? That's that presence in yourself. And then to the left you go, left forearm to thigh or left hand to the floor. Good, and then lift away from the left forearm slightly and rotate left lung under, right lung back. It's this open twist, nudging the left knee left slightly, and then you can wrap the right arm behind the back. Maybe you can dive forward and the left arm goes under so you can clasp or bind, or you stay. Now Press the hips forward, either, and the shoulders back. Open up. Turn the heart to the ceiling. Take one more breath. Look down, hands to the mat, and you flow. It can be cow and cat even, or lower and then upward facing dog, downward facing dog, or child's pose anytime. Maybe take the feet wider apart again. Take the hips side to side. Just that little movement through the pelvis. Good. Spin the heels to the left. We'll come forward into side plank again, or you could stay there, both hands on the ground. And then this time you can keep the legs as they are staggered, or you could stack the right leg on top, or maybe step the foot in front to lift and twist open a little more. You choose, like a kickstand. Good. Squeeze the hips, hips forward, heart open. And then downward facing dog, press it back, feet wide, just take the hips side to side, or swivel the heels a little. We'll go to the other side. Swivel the heels to the right. You can stay there or come forward and open to the left. Feet can stay staggered, or you can stack left leg on top, or float it, or step it in front, or right leg, whatever's there, yeah? Nice, Kimberly. Good, Brianna. Lift the hips even higher. Open to the left side of the ribs a little bit. High plank, low plank, or skip it. You can go to downward dog only. Extra push-ups. Finally, long sleeve coming off. I love those moments. All right, take a couple breaths right here. Just settling, letting the dust settle. Clearing the cobwebs. And then lift your heels, bend your knees, step, hop, or tiptoe to the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Squeeze your air out. And chair pose. So bring your hands to prayer, and you'll twist to the right. Left elbow can go outside the right leg, or it can go inside the left leg. Jennifer, go the other way. Here you go. I know I'm not mirroring. It's okay. I often go the opposite because I mirror a lot. Good. Now see if you can open the arms, whether the left hand goes outside the right foot or inside. To the inside of the feet is fine too. Opening. Sit a little deeper. Revolve a little bit more. Good. And then forward fold. Just let that go. You can bring the feet to hip width. You can sway a bit side to side. Then catch your big toes with your peace fingers. Halfway lift. And exhale, bow. Then the elbows drop to the crown of the head. Release the toes, toe heel the feet together if you'd like, or they can stay as they are, chair pose. And then hands to heart center and revolve to the left. Hook the right elbow to the outer left knee, or maybe the inner right knee. If the knees come off plane, if the right knee ekes forward a lot, maybe bring the elbow to the inner right knee instead. And then opening the arms, and the right hand can go inside or outside that left foot. Now pull the right hip back more, right hip back. Lower the pelvis, lift the heart. Good. Revolve through the rib cage, reach the left hand higher if you can, and then forward fold, just let it go. Feet to hip width, and then you can stay like that, swaying, or slide the palms of the hands right under the soles of the feet. Halfway lift, forward fold, let your head drop. And then release the hands, and we'll come down into a squat. So I'm gonna give you a couple options here. So it can be a wide Malasana squat, even sitting on a block or something if you have it. It can be wide Malasana squat to crow pose if you like. And the last option is a possibility of side crows, which are gonna be more like a squat with the feet together. And you can go to one side and you don't even have to come up. You can just stay in a little twist here, or you plant the hands and come up into that side crow if you want. Good. So you can play with this tiptoes crow twist, or stay in Malasana squat, or straightforward crow. I'm gonna give you a little time to play here. So we'll have a couple minutes. Or headstand, nice Lanny, should put a headstand. Hey, Erin. Hey, Jennifer. So one of the things I like to do with side crow is instead of getting both elbows like that, I go diagonal this way with my hands. So instead of totally straight to 90 degrees, I go diagonal. So the knees are just on one elbow that way. And then the feet can lift that way. Instead of resting the hip on the elbow, you're up a little. It's a little bit more oblique. So if I'm the way you are, you'll go hands to diagonal and then come forward. Those deep twists. That's it. Nice, Kimberly. Awesome. And then if you're not going up and you're watching what's happening, I call that be inspired asana. It's like being inspired by others around you. Often we get stuck in more comparison, but letting all that go and just be where you are. A couple more moments, even if you're in a child's pose or forward fold or wherever you are. You want to try one more. You have another few seconds. Deanna, look forward. Shift into your fingertips. Fingertips. Use your core muscles, strong core. Amazing. Okay, take a vinyasa when you're ready, like a just cleansing, high plank, low plank, or cow and cat stretches are fine too. Just landing back in down dog or child's pose and find your breath. And then walk, hop, or tiptoe the feet up to the hands. And bring your hands up to your hips and just rise all the way up to stand. Big breath in, sweep the arms up. Come into eagle here. You'll take the right arm under the left and the right leg goes over the left. Yeah, good. So right arm under, right leg over. And you are in control of how deeply you bend that left standing leg. It's a little one-legged squat right there. I like to lift the elbows up and draw the inner shoulders back to get this like stability through the shoulder area. Good, and then unwind, and you can come to mountain or extended mountain. And try the other side, left arm under, left leg over. Good, and if the arms don't want to go all the way, it's fine to hold on to the shoulders. See where you are listening to your body, like presence and grounding. And then unwind, feet down, we're gonna do it one more time. Sweep it up, and then right arm under, right leg over. Actually, wait, stop for a moment. See if you can do the leg first, and then the arms, or do them together. So either try leg, and then arms, or see if you can do them at the same time, just to do it anyway. I love yoga for its repetition. There's this beautiful repetition. And then there's also who you are in each moment in each day is different. So bringing in the newness of now to maybe a pose you've done many times. Be present and grounded right here. Good, and then unwind. Yeah, nice. And go to the other side. So left leg, left over, left arm under. Nice, Deanna. Good, Katya. Good, Kimberly, really good. Breathing, right? Breathing, inviting in the breath. Emily, I know you need that breath because your little ones. This presence right here. Good, and then return to mountain pose. You'll bring your hands to your hips right here, and then lift the right knee up. So I'm going to mirror you for a moment. The right knee will come up, and then you'll hold it in the left hand, and you'll start to revolve the body to the right. And then you can stretch the right arm behind you. There is a possibility of holding the outer edge of the foot and straightening that leg. You want? That's it. And then bring it back to center, and you'll just switch hands. So you can either catch the big toe and straighten the leg and then open it, or hold on to the knee, opening to the right, reach the left arm to the left. See if you can turn your gaze to the left. And then bring it back to center, arms down for airplane. You'll take the right leg behind you, and the arms can stay by the sides, airplane. Straighten through the elbows, lift the shoulders towards the ceiling, or the arms can sweep forward, warrior three. For 3 and 2, get so long, and then rise up to stand, extended mountain. And bring your hands down to the hips. Good, and then root through the right foot, lift the left, and just really find that center line first. And then you'll hold on with the right hand and begin to twist or revolve to the left. You can stretch the left arm back, or if you want to catch the foot, pull the shoulders back, stand tall. Oh my God. George Michael. Glitching, come back to center. You'll switch hands and open to the left and reach to the right. And then see if you can turn the gaze to the right. Standing nice and tall. You know, the Wi-Fi here is very strange sometimes. Bring it back to center. And release the knee for airplane. Stretch the left leg back. Try to straighten through the elbows and lift the shoulders up towards the ceiling. So the more you engage, like the whole body, the lighter the pose will feel. Yeah, maybe arms sweep forward. Jennifer. Reach in 2 directions. Brianna, roll the left hip down a tiny bit. Yep. Yeah, changed it a little. Awesome. Come to stand, stretch the arms up, big breath in. And then dancer, you'll take the right arm down, bend the right knee, catch the foot from behind. Find that center line. And then you'll kick the foot into the hand. As you reach the upper body forward. Maybe hinge a little farther forward, see what happens, and kick the foot a little higher behind you. And come to stand, switch arms, right arm up, then the left knee, find your foot, draw the knees together. You want to lengthen the tailbone towards the floor, then kick. So even though it's a back bend, there's still a sense of tilting the tailbone down instead of up. Hinge from the top of that right thigh, come forward a little farther, but kick, 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 kick. Good, and then release, extended mountain, breath in. Bring your hands to your heart for tree, right foot to left leg. And this could be traditional tree, It could also be figure 4, right ankle over left thigh. And coming into this little hip opening variation. If you're in tree and you'd like to reach up, you can. Moving from that center point, grounding and the earth, the mat, the floor, presencing. Maybe see if you can take that. If you're in tree, take your eyes up towards the ceiling to get a little more opening through that upper body. Returning to mountain pose, 2 feet, arms, just really get present. And then tree or variation on the other side. Left foot to right leg. Good. Sometimes when the heels slightly to the, if you imagine there's an inseam, like most of us, like the pants, there's an inseam. If you bring the foot slightly in front of the inseam, the leg, it seems to stay with more ease. To play with. Maybe looking somewhere new. It can be up towards the ceiling, or maybe even higher up, or maybe even towards the front door. Who knows? Kimberly. Or the right side of the room. Okay, returning to mountain pose, pause. And then extended mountain, go ahead and reach up high. Exhale, fold forward, moving through vinyasa. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's try the left leg up again. Oh, we're back. And then bring the knee to the nose. So we're going to do the same little series with the core right here. Left leg up to the left tricep. Good. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale to the right tricep. And then side to side for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the knee down. Step the right foot forward. Tuck the left toes under. Lift up, crescent lunge. Good, and then warrior 2. You'll open it. Nice, and then straighten the right leg for triangle. So hinge at the top of that thigh, reach, and then set the right hand to the shin. Maybe fingertips to the floor, or if you have a block or a water bottle, use that. Good, so there's that open twist action here. You want that right lungs to go under and the left lungs pull back in space. And you open through the heart. It's okay if the left arm goes back a little bit. Let it go back. Let the chest open, heart center open. Anything done with love. Good. Let the left arm pull you to stand. Come straight up. Turn your feet to parallel and your hands on your hips. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. That wide leg, forward fold. And this can have lots of different possibilities here. You can have the palms on the earth between the feet, the crown of the head draws down towards the ground to create a triangle with the hands and the head. Even if the head doesn't touch, it's moving in that direction. If the head touches and you'd like to come up to tripod headstand, that's a possibility. I like to move side to side here, getting into the inner thighs, bending one knee at a time or both. Yeah, the toes can turn out or stay turned in. Just listen to your body, listen to your joints, your knees, your muscles. Notice if one side's tighter than the other. No judgment, just learning, noticing. being present with your whole experience here. Good, and then you'll just walk yourself around to the right foot, turn the toes forward, come down into a lunge and set the back knee to the ground. And then this can become like a lizard lunge, hands to the inside of the right foot and toe heel it to the right. So getting more into the left hip flexor and the right thigh by turning the foot out, rolling to the pinky toe edge. This could also be more of a hamstring stretch, and half splits, pulling the hips back, stretching the back of the right leg. Or it could also be a quad stretch on the left leg. You can stay in that lunge variation coming forward and bend the left knee, catch the foot with the right hand. You choose, and it can be a variation. You can move between a few of those, walking or moving front to back. Deanna, like that, good. Nice, Brianna. Good, Lanny, pull the toes back a little bit more. Pinky toe edge of the foot, curling back. Good job. And then you'll make your way through back to down dog. You can go high plank to low, or even double push-ups if you want a little extra. And then right leg to the sky. Core straight here, right knee to the nose, and the left knee can be on the ground if you need. Stretch it up and back. So be intentional, come way far forward, knee to right tricep, way far forward, weight in the fingertips. Good, leg to the sky. Right knee to left tricep, under the body, that gentle twist, squeeze. Now stay there, go side to side for 6, 5, try and touch the elbows. 4, 3, 2, and 1, set the knee down. Knee down, good, left foot forward. I switched it up today, right? Tuck the right toes under, come up into your crescent lunge. And it's fine to have that bend in the back knee to get into this hip flexors, to open up, to breathe life into the body. Good, and then you'll open to warrior 2. Make any adjustments that you like, and then triangle. Straighten that front leg, lengthen out, and then let the hand drop where it lands is fine. Or maybe once you land there, you want to go a little deeper, you can bend the front knee slightly to go a little bit deeper, and then pull the upper thigh bone back. Nice, Brianna. And then roll the left lung underneath the right and pull the front ribs in slightly to keep that strike from the core. And allow the right shoulder to go back, but it's from the chest. Jennifer, press the whole body back a little bit. Yes, hips forward, body back, yes. And keep turning through the rib cage. Awesome, let that right arm pull you up to stand, feet to parallel. Hands to the hips or interlaced at the back. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. And check in. Is this the way you always do it? Are you kind of arriving here on autopilot? Or can you presence yourself to right now? One thing I've worked with my whole life is, my mind's need for a should. Like I should go for a run. I have to go to the gym. I need to get on my yoga mat, like that, versus I want to. I want to go walk. I want to move my body. Today, I want to be still on the couch. Right? Like, I think it's important to have discipline and habits and, that are healthy and all of that. There's definitely a good reason for that. And what do you need today? What's best for your whole being today? Your body, your mind, your spirit. That's presence and moving from a grounding spot, like from what's real. not what's imagined. Okay, you'll walk yourself around to that front leg, left foot, and then you can come into lizard lunge or lizard lunge variations, or lizard to half splits or moving. And I'm being loose with the direction here because I want you to explore and feel into your body. And if you want to move from one to the other, that's fine. If you want to just stay in one spot, especially if it's a spot you don't want to be in, stay. If I said today we were not going to do any pigeon stretches, that this is it for the hips, what would you do differently? And you have about 60 seconds to do whatever you need right here. Go ahead and move through one final vinyasa. And that might just be cow and cat to child's pose, if that's how you want to move here, or upward dog to downward facing dog. And then you'll walk or hop your feet to your hands, sit down and lay down on your back. And when you get onto your back, you're going to draw your knees into your chest. And then just gently hold a knee in each hand and just rock a little bit side to side. Good. And then hold on to the right knee and straighten the left leg out long on the floor. Just pause right there. You can move the right knee to the right, left, this nice little compression for the front of the hip. And you can roll the ankle, I see a lot of that. And then take hold of the right foot with one or both hands for half happy baby. You can hold the outer edge of the foot with the right hand, lift the foot up. Draw the thigh down, keep extending through that left leg. Draw the backs of both shoulders towards the ground. And then you'll gently release that. Stretch your legs out long on the floor. Now listen carefully. You'll move the left foot to the left about to the edge of the mat or a little bit off. Cross the right leg on top of the left. Good. And then you'll circle the right wrist with the left index finger and thumb, like a lobster claw. Circle the right wrist and then stretch the arms overhead. You can even wiggle the shoulders to the left. Wiggle, wiggle to the left side. And really lengthen that right side of the body. Good. We keep both hips on the ground, back of both hips on the ground. It's just being in that little shape of a crescent moon right here. Then gently release that. You'll crawl your body back to the midline. And then draw the left knee up into the chest. Give it a squeeze, softening the front of the hip and the thigh. You can move the leg side to side or rotate the foot some circles. And then half happy baby, you'll catch that left foot in one or both hands. Take the foot up towards the ceiling and the thigh down towards the outer ribs. Good job keeping that right leg extended and a little bit engaged. Right side of the body kind of glued to the mat. Actually getting a lot of stabilizing here. Notice the left shoulder, try to draw the left shoulder down so the arm isn't doing as much work as from the shoulder. Gently release that. Stretch the legs out long and then move the right foot to the right. Cross the left ankle on top. Wiggle your body to the right. It's okay. Lobster claw. I missed the sound of that. That used to happen a lot. Lobster claw the left wrist and the little gentle stretch. How in the back in the day when you could pack the room full, water bottles would fall a lot. Miss that sound. Really draw that left hip down towards the mat. Open up that whole left side of the ribs, from the shoulder to the hip. So we did a lot of those twists today, and here's just kind of resetting or lengthening the sides of the body. Gently wiggle yourself back to center. Draw both knees up into the chest and give a squeeze. And then for your final pose, it can be shoulder stand, full happy baby. You can take a final twist, knees to each side. Bridge, I love that. So listening to your body, maybe it's just gentle movement before you can come find stillness and rest. Okay, so remembering to move with mindfulness, move with presence. As we're moving towards Shavasana, the ground becomes even more important, right? That groundedness, the letting go, the support. Slowly and gently begin to make your way towards Shavasana if you aren't there already. If you need a counter pose or something before you land there, that's fine. Do that. Get to wiggle around. Find a spot that feels optimal for your body. And just let yourself rest. Reading and Journey to the Heart for January 29th. Seek peace. I drove down the winding road into Kings Canyon, California, not knowing what to expect. The road took me past Lavender Hills and ended alongside a rushing, roaring river, spilling over with white water froth. Beware of turbulent waters, the sign warned. I parked the car and stepped outside, taking in the scenery. Soon I knew, I felt where this road had led. It led to peace. Cultivate peace. Commit to peace. Insist on it. Don't settle for peace based on outward circumstances or a particular arrangement in your life. Drive down the winding road and find the peace that prevails amidst the mountains, now purple in the setting sun. Find the peace that prevails even when the turbulent waters of the river roar through your life. This is the peace the universe offers. Settle for nothing less. Just feel and notice the peace of this moment. And know that this feeling, this experience lives inside of you. You carry it with you. It's not something external. I encourage you to call it up and draw on it anytime you feel you need to be reminded of peace, of stillness, of calm, of wholeness, of love, acceptance. You begin to wiggle your fingers and move your toes, just waking up your body, your physical body. Take a deep breath in, let it go. And as you feel ready, you can bend your knees and roll to a comfortable side. See if you can rise up to seated with your eyes remaining closed. Take your time. Bring your palms together and just rub them for a moment. So energy and heat going again. And bring them to stillness and bring your thumbs to the heart center. Lift your thumbs up to your forehead center. Namaste. Have an amazing weekend, Saturday. Thank you all so much. Thank you at home. Aw.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Yeah, that's fun. It's fun to watch.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa.
Yes, like assisting. I want to come out so bad. So if we want to have the green light to that, like you just let me know. You know, if you're comfortable with that, if you're not comfortable with that, I can do feet adjustments only. If you want. I just miss closer and in contact with you all. Okay, okay, okay. I can put sanitize, I can just, whatever, I'll do it. I missed that. Bye, MJ. Enjoy your day.